So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. So it's Easter, guys. Happy Easter to everyone. If you're new to the channel, I am Brexter and I create content, anything Yu-Gi-Oh and everything Yu-Gi-Oh. So today we are gonna talk about OCG cards. Yes, you heard that right, OCG cards. Well, typically OCG cards in the near future will also be reflected on the TCG region. So whatever cards that are new in OCG will also be released a month or so, or months later, to the TCG region. So we are going ahead of this, guys, and checking out the new cards that has been released in the OCG region. So the new set that's going to be released in April is for the Power of the Elements. The Power of the Elements has a new archetype that is called Tier Element. So Tier Element cards, or Tier Element monsters, works perfectly if they are sent to the graveyard with a floating effect and support for their fusion monsters in general. But problem with this archetype is it works perfectly if you discard it to the graveyard, but that's the problem. It needs to be in the graveyard, or it needs to be discarded to the graveyard to have its effect prompt. So an easy counter for that one is either Ash Blossom, or if ever an effect will go up in the graveyard, there is an easy Ghost Bell Haunted Mansion. Or if ever there is a player who's playing with Gravekeepers, then this archetype won't really work. So we have 4 effect monsters that has the same, or almost has the same archetype effect, wherein it needs to be discarded to the graveyard and then fusion summon instantly a new fusion monster from their extra deck. Now those cards that were used for fusion materials will be added back to the deck and then shuffle it back again. So that's basically the effect monster for this. With regards to their fusion, I think there's not much that stands out. With regards to the new fusion, it's just basically supporting its archetype most of all, and then of course doing its effect once it's summoned to the field, of course. One thing in particular got me interested is their field spell, which is of course if a Tier Element monster is returned from your field and or graveyard to the deck and or extra deck, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. And in additional to that one, every fusion monsters or Tier Element monsters you control gains 500 attack. This as a field takes time, so yeah, not really standing out that much. So that is the Tier Elements, guys. And so what we are gonna talk about next are 3 cards in particular with regards to the Power of the Elements set. So first and foremost, I'll introduce you to the new Reverse Nibiru, as they say in some of the forums. So Reverse Nibiru, or basically Kurikara Avatar of the Immovable, is a level 1 fire monster. So this monster cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned from the hand by tributing all face-up monsters on the field that activated an effect in any of your opponent's monster zones this turn. So basically, if there's some Link monsters, Shrinker monsters, or even Fusion monsters on the field that activated their effect on that time, you can tribute those monsters for this monster and summon this on your side of the field. On top of that, this monster gains 1500 attack for each of the monster tributed as special summon. So that's really a good effect, to be honest. So, and then on top of that, there is a last effect wherein during your end phase, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it on your side of the field. So I'm excited to have this card on a few months over. Well, sadly, at the release date in North America for the Power of the Elements is I think that's in August. So let's wait until then, guys. This one. But not yet. There are 2 more cards that I am very intrigued to inform you guys, and that is this card right here. So this is a new Easter card. Well, 2 Easter cards that were introduced by Konami. So this is the Albas Out of the Ashes for Easter. So 2 cards, namely the Albas of the Ashes, or Albas the Ashen, and of course Branded Division, or Branded Separation. All very intriguing effects of the cards. So first and foremost, let's talk about Albaz of the Ashen. So these cards has 3 effects that can be used once only in one turn. So let's talk about the effects. So this card's name is treated as Fallen of Albaz while on the field or in the graveyard. So that's that. Second, if there is a level 8 fusion monster in your graveyard, this card gains 200 attack for each monster in your graveyard. So if you keep on piling up the monsters in your graveyard, and also if you have a fusion monster on that is level 8, you can use this effect by increasing its attack by 200. And also, other monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's effects. Pretty neat and pretty useful. And last effect is if a monster you control leaves the field due to your opponent's effect while this card and fusion monster are in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. So last and foremost, the normal trap card that we'll get. So this card is so this is only a once per turn. So tribute 1 fusion monster, then target 2 monsters among either graveyard or that are banished. So that's good. Except fusion monsters. Special summon one of those fusion monsters on each of the field, or if you tributed 1 fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz as material, you can special summon both of those monsters to your side of the field, face up defense position instead. So that is it for today, guys, and I really hope you like the content. Feel free to subscribe and like that button right there. I really do appreciate for the support and watching the videos. That's me signing off. See you guys next time. Keep safe, good luck, and have a great day. Bye bye.